Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for February the 24th, 2024. I am Mom, and I'm joined by Boom and Joshua.
Well,
And a bottle of whiskey.
I've changed a few things on the sovereign.
I have played a little bit today, but mostly catching up some older tunes to bring them up to speed. Good evening, Von Marcus. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good.
Good.
I'm confusing my ground crew.
Is that like Confuse a Cat?
Well, I set them to passive so they're not attacking, and I'm on Nimbus killing the scorpion things.
Ah.
Good. Well, I need melee kills and I need to heal, so they need to be around long enough to deal damage to me.
Go to that mission that we went to, Partisans.
Yeah, Partisans is good if you need to do beast kills. And by the way, good afternoon, 47 Alpha Tango. How are you doing?
Well, I did make a few changes to my sovereign since you last saw it.
I saw it yesterday. Let's see. Everyone looks at
it's not in the thing. All I did was change the beam erase to dual beam banks. So she hits harder now. Only very slightly, but He still uses phasers, and that's a good thing. So what's the Darkmom Consortium going to do this evening?
I'm working on the GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
A GoFundMe, yes. I have been talking about doing this, and so far I haven't managed to win the lottery. Go figure.
The day you do is the day you're going to be really happy with yourself.
What, the day I win the lottery?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be really good, but in the meantime, I'll see if people are interested in doing that instead. So 47 Alpha Tango, since I have not won the lottery yet, and I know you being where you are don't have a lottery, I figured that's the only way I'm going to raise the money to buy Cryptic. So I put up a GoFundMe to try and raise the first $1 million. If we can do $1 million, I've already got. We actually have $1 million, but we want to get some buy-in from everybody else. Hey, it's. I'm going to try it. I mean, what's the worst that happens? We find out that not enough people are interested when it comes to putting skin into the game to do it. But then again, if everybody in the country threw in $1, we'd have it done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's all we're looking for is everybody in the country to throw in $1. But in the meantime, I'm occasionally playing the lottery when it's like 600 million, which is what I think it is right now. I won $8 here. I won $8 on my two $20 tickets. I found them.
You didn't really make a profit on them.
No,
really,
I didn't. I threw them into the back of a drawer, and I found them this morning when I was cleaning up and moving out stuff. And I figured, oh, hey, it's still $8. It's $8 more than I had. Let's see, Powerball for the 21st, which I didn't win. I guess it's tonight, but we're not going to be getting that tonight because I'm drinking, so that's not going to happen. I don't want that. Next drawing is 376 million for tonight. It's only 178.5. That would be just enough. But we'll have to wait for next time because I'm not driving unless somebody wants to come out here and pick me up. And what's the other one? There's the Powerball and there's the... What's the other one besides the Powerball?
Whatever the state lotto is called.
No, there's two national ones. There's the Powerball and the Mega Millions. That's it.
Mega Millions. Okay, yeah. Beat me to it.
I had to go look it up. It is Mega Millions' current jackpot is... Nobody won the big one. Okay. Jackpot is 525 million, so the cash option is 247.5. I think that would be sufficient, and that was for last night. Nobody won it, so the next one will be on Monday.
So
if I win them both, we're doing fine. Thank you. Thank you, 47. Yeah.
At some point, Darkmom, we're going to set you up with a full isomag set at some point.
You're going to do what?
One of your ships are going to get set up with isomags.
Yeah, one of these days. At least I got back into playing today, so I grabbed some of my older tunes and started doing some of the missions that I started, I don't know, a year ago. And then the one tune I've started recently, I'm only up to New Romulus on her.
Yeah.
So I think I have 6 tunes who haven't finished Reputation and 6 tunes that haven't finished Admiralty.
Mm-hmm.
So, but hey, I got back today. It's funny though, I'm sitting here playing this and my brain's going, when do you have to go back to Indianapolis? And I'm thinking, I got the drive back tomorrow. My brain is still thinking I'm in Chicago because for so many years, for 5 years, for 4 years, it was just Saturday was the day I'd play the game. It was the only day I really had a chance to play. And all of a sudden, I can play on Saturdays. It's kind of weird. Kind of cool, but kind of weird. So I don't have to drive back to Indianapolis tomorrow because, I'm there. But of course, I have to move to a new house on next Friday or so.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I still have to re-engineer my hangar bay ones.
Go attend to that. Let's see. So, legit question. Assuming a 1 in a billion chance it pays out and all the succeeds, if you did manage to buy Cryptic, how well do you think you could convince Paramount to let you keep the license for Star Trek Online? That is a really good question. My hope is that if we were able to buy Cryptic, Paramount would be interested in keeping a license for a company that's willing to invest money in a company, i.e. Paramount, that is not doing well. In other words, it'd be a cash cow for Paramount, hopefully, if we do it right. And I'm thinking, given their current situation, they might be interested.
Yeah, they kind of got to let you keep the license. They can't really afford the fan base to
and it's actually
turn on them.
And it's actually up for renewal very shortly with Star Trek Online. And again, as long as this is making money, they don't have a lot of money makers. And thank you, Matt Black. The move's going to be fine. It's my 3rd move in 7 months. I got this stuff down.
She's kind of a pro.
Yeah, not doing it again for a while. I hope. That's the game plan. I'm not doing this again for a while.
Until you either retire or... Wow.
Well, I can retire no matter what. I've got enough money to do that. Winning the lottery would be used for investments. If we couldn't do Cryptic, and by the way, if anybody does put money into the GoFundMe and we can't do this, we will give everybody back proportionately whatever's left over, and I will have all the books. I will hire an accountant to take care of it. So you can see every penny that came in, every penny that went out. So let's say we get $100, we wind up having to spend 10. We'll take that 90 and send it back to everybody in proportion to what they put in. I'm not in it.
What I'm doing is upgrading all my engineering kit modules that I have.
But yeah, 47, I know the condition that Paramount's in right now. They're trying to figure out somebody to buy them, and there's 2 companies that are interested. One's got a chance of doing it, but they're in equally bad financial shape, and another company is more of a long shot. Eventually somebody will buy it. I can't imagine that they will fold. And even if they did, something weird would happen with the licenses. But yeah, I know a huge portion of what's going to go on is the legal and the negotiations.
Wow, I just got a whole bunch upgraded. Nice.
Huzzah.
Which is good because I have wanted to do a big upgrade session with some of my kit modules for some time. Can kit modules go to Epic?
Pardon? Can kit modules go to Epic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about that?
Why couldn't they?
Because I've got them all to ultra rare, but they say they can go to Epic?
Oh, most kit modules can only go to ultra rare. That's weird. I thought some could go to Epic.
I think it's the universal ones that have the
yeah.
coloring.
Well, those.
It's the one specific to the class that can't.
Ah. Yeah, the universals come in at at Epic anyway, right?
Yeah, they come in at Epic, but the regular ones for the class, there's no upgrade path for them.
Ah.
Too epic. Even though it does show it, it doesn't allow you to upgrade to that point. Basically, you're just wasting
The lithium
Phoenix
and
Price Packs.
upgrades.
Yeah. So I've got them all to ultra rare, and I'm happy about that. And I'm going to plan to do the tactical variant and the science variant at some point. So my 3 main tunes have every science-based or tactical-based console kit module. Why not, right?
Yep, no, absolutely. Why not?
Right, I'm going to be a big. I need to make some drinks.
Well, tonight's drink is the last half inch of the scotch and 2 cans of water. And the 2 will not go together. But the rest of the alcohol, except the bottle of champagne for Friday night, has been boxed up. It took me forever to find boxes because I didn't want to drive all the way to the liquor store and see if they had any boxes today. So I found some old boxes, wrapped them up in paper, put them in, put some padding in between them. Big letters, don't drop this. It's interesting. Everything got here from Chicago without getting broken. Everything got moved from the apartment to this house without getting broken. And I went to unwrap something like last week, and it was one of the crystal ashtrays. And it's just like, son of a gun. And I had dropped it as I took it out of the box. Oh well, and there's nothing you can do to fix a crystal ashtray. Okay, it's a crystal ashtray, but it's really deep and it's very ornate and pretty, and I've never used it for an ashtray because I don't smoke, so I use it for serving whipped cream for dessert. Better use for it anyway. Whipped cream's so much better than cigarettes. Well, I have nothing I need to do tonight. I had really easy stuff today. So I will say there was a part of my mornings where Ed would be on, and I'd hear this very familiar click sound, and I'm like, are you smoking? No. Ed? I could hear the cigarette lighter. No, that wasn't me. If you're familiar with the sound of an old school Zippo lighter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's got that very distinctive metallic sound when you flip it open. But it wasn't the cigarettes that killed him, so, you know. So what should we do, folks? What would you like to do?
I'm buying spring wine from the replicator.
Ah!
Because my Klingon doesn't have anything to heal himself with.
There's other things you can heal yourself with? Hypos?
Yeah, but I just gotta do it for the Endeavor. So I figured what's more Klingon than getting your hit points back by drinking.
You got something there. I had shield heals on ground this morning, and I wanted to see if the Kumarki shield readout, the emergency shield readout, works still as well as it used to. Yep, still works great. Just make sure your shields are almost completely shot, hit it, and it completely regenerates all 18,000 at once. Grozabo!
Hello.
Hello. Do you have things you'd like to do tonight?
Yes.
Good. I had easy stuff for my endeavors today. And Crystalline Catastrophe was yesterday's adventure. Yawn. I want to do something difficult. I want to do something that's challenging.
Duck on Elite.
What was that?
I'm making a joke.
Okay.
He said something hard, and I was like, okay, pick TFO and on the Elite.
Well, we can do that.
I'm joking about that specifically.
Matt, I've got a better way to get a lot of damage faster than the acid baths of Nukara.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it's stupid easy. And I hadn't thought of it before. But it will deal more damage faster, which is on New Romulus.
Oh.
Whoa, 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 whoa. There's the transporter. I don't like the way this Toon runs. She looks silly. It's probably the costume, but she looks really silly. So hi, your little butt. Oh, no, 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 no. Got a better one. So hi, your little butts over to the Vastum Peaks. And jump into a swarm of little green things, and you will take damage.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll take it a lot. So I set up the, whatever I'm going to use. If it's for healing, I'll set up the medical generator at about 5 meters. If it's any closer, the swarm will come after it. So you have to kind of judge where you can just get it. But then for doing the shields, the fastest shields is this thing. Kumarki's emergency shield readout from the Kumarki set. It says it fully restores shields. It does. So if the one I had today was the 18,000, the big one, it's just one little toggle and you're done. And it's good if you don't have that. If you've just got a regular shield module, just make sure you put it far enough away.
Oh, I gotta love the Kamarki set.
It's amazing.
Oh, yeah. And especially if you put on your bridge officers.
I put it on everybody. You just stand back there and you watch as everything turns pink.
Oh, yeah. And I'll say this. There was a group that I ran with a while ago. Pretty much myself and two of the other people had the Kamarki set. And one of the two also had the Vitra probe.
Yes. Oh, the Vitra probes. Talk about getting your plasma damage.
Oh, we I think one of us had to do Terrans on ground. So,
Oh no.
Operation Wolf.
Yeah.
We go in, and at the end, when we're facing off against Mir Quinn,
Yeah.
all three of us, the Symphony of Lightning, him. Myself and whoever else had the Vitra probed him, and we don't know what the other two pugs did, but you literally saw the Runabouts' health going down.
That sounds to me like we should go hit Operation Wolf just for fun. Let's relive the moment.
Sure. Honestly, I love doing that to Quinn. And during the second phase of it, when you're facing Quinn on ground, it's like myself and the other gentleman that had the Vitra probe, both of us had our kit performance up at least 500 or higher. Which means that on top of the 5 guaranteed strikes, we were doing at least minimal of the 25 more. And if both of us hit Gwen with the symphony, it's like bye Gwen.
It is wonderful in that moment, isn't it? When it just disappears.
Oh yeah. And I'll say this. Another reason, like the Kamarki ground set.
Yeah.
The Borg.
Oh yeah.
They at least the symphony part of it they can't adapt to. And
well,
if
it's electrical, right? Or is it something else?
I think it's electrical.
It's electrical. So Borg can't adapt to electrical. I don't think you're right.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, if I have to do Borg on ground, it's like, Defari, here I come.
Yeah.
Paired with the Tommy gun or Zephyrin Calkins shotgun.
Yeah. Bear in mind, you can also do Jupiter Station Showdown for Borg. You know the patrol?
That I did not know.
Oh yeah, it's one of the few ground patrols that's out there. It's the The one where you have to defeat Janeway, but to get there you have to get through a whole bunch of Borgies. Do they count as Borg or do they count as Terrans? I mean, they're Borgified Terrans.
Good question.
I think they count as Borg. And then Operation Wolf counts for Terrans. Would anybody like to join us for a little Operation Wolf? Von Marcus?
I'm on Klingon. Is that going to matter?
Not if we go private, no.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, it's a TFO. We can do it. Yeah, it's not a patrol.
Yeah, and it's one of the few that are only on normal, right?
Yeah, it still is one of the few that's just normal.
Yeah,
Sad to say.
Yeah. Hey, if you're needing ground Terrans.
Add 1 pound of ground Terran.
Yep.
Sounds like your cookbook.
You know, I'm going to have to put that into the recipes. One of the recipes. We'd get it.
So instead of what would actually be ground pork?
Or ground beef, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt, who are you on? Or I suppose I could just look to see who you were on here. Oh, I don't have your name in here. Who are you on, Matt? And I will be happy to invite you.
Oh, looks like I have 2 white arc phaser cannons that I didn't know I had. Unbound.
Matt, it said you accepted, but I'm not seeing you pop up in my little team here. Let's try that again. Are you not accepting invitations?
Is this character Duffy?
No, that's Von Marcus's Duffy.
That's
Okay,
me.
sorry. Okay, sorry.
No problem.
Just wanted to make sure what I'm seeing is what's supposed to be there.
Okay.
Or,
Yeah, I accidentally had somebody on ignore, and I had no idea I had put them on ignore. Much embarrassing.
oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Got cryo warhead, quantum torpedo.
It says you're here.
Oh. Looks like I have 3 different. Sorry, talking out loud.
I'm going to redo this. It's just private here. Everybody's still in. I knew what you meant. There we go. Was there anybody else who was in this? I've got Matt Black, I've got Grosbo, I've got Monvarkas. And Lexers. I got you in here now, Matt Black. We are all set. And just waiting on Lexers if he's available. And he's accepted an invitation. Yay! But what's going on here? Oh, we're fine. We are fine.
It's fine. We're all fine.
We're all
Everything's fine.
It's fine. Sounds like, who's that reviewer? Was just listening to him, too. It's not Little Platoon, it's the other guy. The drinker. What's the drinker's name? Critical Drinker. Nah, it'll be all right. It'll be fine. I assume everybody's good on Pavo, or do we need to look at Pavos too?
I think I might need to run that.
Okay. Let's see what I've got for toys. I've got a fine bunch of toys here.
Yeah, I need to run it.
I wish they'd make this into Advanced and Elite. This one's fun. Alright, I thought I was tall.
Man, I
Me?
got food.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I know. People tell me about that a lot.
Ron Farkas, are you drinking a can of something?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's amazing. What did you get a can of?
Well, the animation is a can, but it is spring wine.
Spring wine in a can, I believe it.
Get to the console. Down to the security hub. Deploy exocomms to the console. Once all three are set, they'll start cracking the security system.
That's a little too close for me.
Oh boy, this is going to be great. This system won't even know what hit it. I'll cut through the security like a hot knife through soft butter. All right, the exocomms have started their hack. Keep them in one piece.
Well, that's annoying. My Symphony of Lightning is not in my tray. How annoying is that?
Heads up! They're using site-to-site transporters to beam troops in.
Because it's not in my available skills. How interesting is that?
Did you by chance remove
25%.
at least enough items to make it not selectable?
Oh, hang on. Wrong shields. Need the full set to make that work. No worries for the moment. I will go figure out something else to wear. I have lots of cute outfits.
System hack at 50%. Keep those exocomms working.
And the nanite thingies from the last event are kind of fun.
Almost there. System hack at 75%.
Hello, guys.
Hello, hello. How are you?
Starting to get a bit tired.
What time is it? Like 1:30?
Yeah.
So how was your day?
I've been trying to grind some skull and bones. But it's a rather frustrating game.
Many of them are, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's it! Security system bypass complete.
What were you guys up to?
We're doing a little Operation Wolf.
Ah,
It's fun.
nice one.
Just waiting to get out of red alert here. Because I need to change shields.
That door control should allow
Come on, let me out of red alert here.
now.
There we go. Now let's see if I can make my Symphony of Pain. There it is. Symphony of Lightning has returned.
Deploy exocops at the database before the Terrans delete all the files.
Lisa, I don't have time to waste on your lack. Face me yourself, coward!
Now for the fun part. I wish they would make this a little more adventurous.
Okay, here we go. Keep those exocops intact so we can get what we came here for.
You really must think highly of yourselves if you thought you had.
I presume we don't all see the same drop boxes at all times, right?
Delete the database before they steal
Maybe?
I don't think so.
swiftly. I'm annoyed.
I know some things are probably shared.
Not today, cretins.
Cretins, please.
You can insult me, do it properly.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, darn it. There we go. Waste my purple lightning.
Data acquisition at 25%. Keep it up.
I don't think I've ever had this problem before.
Which problem?
Rise.
Y'all are killing stuff before it can target me to deal damage so I can heal something.
Oh, we can.
Like, I'm used to people killing things before I can target it.
Emergency transport.
Not
Well,
so
go
used to
stand in
people-
front of one of the elevator doors and we'll just ignore you. How's that?
Well, the console over 3 over here is kind of what I'm between
Okay.
their elevator and
I'll stay over here on 4.
Rise. Not today, cretins.
Data acquisition at 50%. Watch out for trouble.
How's that damage doing?
decent.
Okay.
But you know, it's slow because I actually gotta get through shields and do damage and stay alive.
Picky, picky, picky.
No, I'm at halfway through, so I'm a couple more ground missions. That should be fine.
What are you needing to do?
Heal health on ground,
Oh, okay.
and I'm a tactical officer. Well, I don't have any fancy toys. Yeah,
I don't suppose if I set up a generator it helps you, does it?
There.
it might.
Such
One of
is-
the generators I found on the car from somebody else didn't, but then again, they weren't on my team, so
You won't get rid of me that fast.
anyways, come on. Now it's basically just waiting for the cooldown on the hypo sprays to be done and clicking it again.
Do you have a Pavo healing crystal?
Not on this character now.
Do you have it on the account?
I should.
It's an
What's
account
on our
mark, isn't
account?
it? It's not from TF from a mission, is it? Or is it from a mission?
Shoot to kill, you idiots.
We can't.
When to quit. Damn it! Quinn the Tigress, get me out of here!
Okay, now we can get out of here.
Alright, I'm at 10.7 thousand out of 18 that I need. That's not too bad. I should definitely be able to take enough damage here in the shuttle bay.
Oh, we can let you just stand there in front of the shuttle.
Well, I have a cooldown between how often I can heal myself, so...
Duck and cover. And jump up and get shot every now and then.
Oh, I'm not done with you yet. Ensign, lock phasers! Fire!
New plan. Don't die while I come up with a better plan.
This is Quinn, feet in the truth!
And fire for a minute.
Woo!
Heal.
That wasn't nice. Here come standing these red circles.
Put a few dents in it, but it's
That's what I did, I just walked into the fire. Okay, I've taken enough damage. Block out. Hypo spray.
You're doing this! You're actually doing this!
Well, there's some Canar there. That'll give you a little bit of healing.
Destroy them! Fire the main phaser! Fire the missile! Put it to
Fire everything.
firehouse!
Oh, that runabout's
Ooh,
bad.
that was a lot of damage.
Keep fighting!
Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie.
Inconceivable! I have never faced defeat! This is only a temporary setback.
That looks pretty permanent, but okay. Bye.
And the fire went out before I could get to the one over here. Darn it.
So long, Quinn! I'm envious. I've wanted to pop that pompous gas bag for years now. Well done! Not quite Terra's standards, but a fine performance.
Well, that went nicely.
If we do a Pavel ground, you'll have another chance.
We can. Is everybody in for that? I know that Matt had said he had something coming up. Oh, there's Joshua back with us.
I'm now back.
You are back, yes.
For some reason.
He can't catch all of us.
Pardon?
Run, he can't catch all of us.
Okay, are you all up for Pavo Dissension then?
Yeah, I'm game.
Okay.
I'll need to bring a different tune.
Well, no,
if I'm gonna
we've got a team of 5 going for this one. Then we can switch out and do a different team for the next one.
Interesting. This Coca-Cola can has
Yes.
got an extended bottom.
Great.
You know where you know the base of the can?
Yes.
It has an extended bottom.
Like it's popped out?
Yeah.
Like it got frozen?
Yeah, it's got a bulge at the bottom of it of the can.
Yeah, it sounds like it got frozen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Strange, I have a Diet Pepsi can just like that.
I currently don't have a water can like that, but that's how they were when I left them in the car a couple of weeks ago when I got to 14 degrees. I forgot about them.
So, yeah, that's how I spent my 500 Zen this month, is upgrades.
Ooh.
I used my 500 Zen siphon to do that. Which was definitely worth my time.
Yeah, I just pilfered all the lithium off of like half my characters.
Yeah.
We had 2 big projects in the fleet, so I had enough dilithium to pay for it.
Yeah.
Hopefully somebody else put in something else so I don't have to pay for the EC and the dilithium.
All of my tunes are focusing on the Klingon Admiralty tree and donating to the fleet or the Armada whenever they get that 40,000 fleet to lithium, they go straight to the Armada.
Let's see. I think it was the dipshits needed something put together.
You mean the
Dipships.
shites?
The dip ships. It's now the dip ships.
Oh, come on. Let's call it by its original name.
Yeah, it is the dipshits. Let's see if we can break this up.
The dipships on Chicago.
Yes,
In reference to Captain Shaw.
it's Captain Shaw, absolutely. Also because they were nice enough to let him, bring some personal stuff to the party.
I think, the way he brought about his character at the start, he was an absolute jackass.
Which made, everybody's like, ew, and then you fall in love with him. He's so good. Oh,
He brought powerhouse performance to something that was
did.
desperately needed.
is somebody got Lexers with them in their group?
I don't know. Oop.
He's only level 40.
40.
Don't think he's with us, so that means he's with you guys.
Terran reinforcements have arrived. Crystal has been purified. Advance to the next one.
I need some XP.
You need some XP? Well,
Mm-hmm.
I think we can probably help you with that.
And about 30 levels of XP to be precise. Maybe more.
Terran reinforcements have arrived.
Sounds like some patrols to me.
Yeah. Put it this way. That pet build that I was working on?
Mm-hmm.
This is the final part about this. If you get
Do you have
if you,
XP from before?
the temple recruit,
Yeah, do you have the 60 levels from before?
yep.
Because you need 90 in total.
I think I've spent like 40 summit at the moment.
Okay.
40 plus.
Under attack.
Let me double check for you. That's 5, that's 10, that's 15.
Terran reinforcements have arrived.
Because you need a total of 90.
Boom says he may have a few XP boosters in the bank if you want them. He can check to see if they're bound first.
I've got like 60 summit of them.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, from the first contact event,
Yep.
which is going to happen in less than 3 months from now.
Yes.
No.
Less than 2 months. First contact's April, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it'll probably be about a month and a week-ish.
Depends on
Ish.
when they start it, yeah.
Yeah, it's usually going to be about the first week of April, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we are pretty much in the last week of
Yeah, we are
February.
definitely in the last week of February. What? No, no. Oh, stop doing that.
I have
Oh,
66
I hate
of them.
that. You do know that there's an XP boost that you can get from the anniversary event too, right?
Wait,
that.
what?
That can be traded.
Oh, are they tradable?
Yep.
So if you do the daily Omega and you've already got all of the emotes, it will automatically give you a 25,000 XP boost.
Interesting.
Yep.
And pretty much this year you were being given everything. And I just pulled what Mom did. I hate that.
That's something I absolutely hate.
Hit F.
And go back to the...
Oh, go back to
Yeah.
the fire when it pops
yeah,
up.
okay,
in the menu.
it's not the
Yeah.
first thing I change when I take over, but it's going to get changed.
It's on the list of gripes that Mom is going to be taking care of.
It definitely is on my gripe
you know
list.
the mission, red shift
Yes.
or blue shift where you could explore TSD?
Yeah.
Make the rest of the area accessible to the regular space dock. So deck 47 and all the rest of deck 47.
All I'm going to say is, let's get the company first. But if you want to start building your lists of things you want to fix, that's cool. I make no promises about what we can fix, but I'm going to try.
You're going to fix as much as you can.
That's right.
Until either you get fired or what?
Well, to be fired, it'd have to be an employee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think Mom's gonna fire herself.
Yeah, she could plan her successor.
Yeah, that's true. We have
Who would that be?
so many talented people who'd be interested in getting involved with the game. And if we got everything from Cryptic, that means we'd also have Champions Online, and we have a few people here who love Champions Online.
You know who should? I did have an idea of who should be your successor, but
I'm still here!
I was thinking far, far in the future.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Well, at least 50 years in the future?
Yeah, that's going to be
Depends.
a little difficult.
For as long as she lives, she's the owner of Cryptic.
Let's just put it this way. The women in my family do live into their hundreds, but they don't live into that level.
The 110s.
102 is the oldest at the moment.
I'll say this. My family is like, dang. The females that I have is like, unless they did something stupid, they live for 99, great-grandmother, and then all three of her daughters live to be in their 90s.
Yeah. With the exception of my mom, all of my grandmother's daughters lived into their late 90s, early hundreds.
My grandmother, the daughter of the 99-year-old great-grandmother, she's still alive.
Wow.
She's 92.
Well, I found in going through everything a video of my grandmother holding my son shortly after he was born. And she was probably around another 6 years after that.
So your son knew your grandmother for a short period
time.
of time.
Yeah. Obviously not as long as I knew her, but you know.
Of course.
This is interesting. We've got this little gap here in the crystal.
41 retrain tokens. I wish I could change some of their name for specialization points.
Yep.
That would be...
Add that to the list of things we want to do.
Like, there's certain things you could change in for specialization points to help level up your tunes. Like XP.
I'd like to find an easier way to do reputation than having to do it on every tune every time.
Okay then. You hit it off once, it does it until it gets to tier 6 automatically.
Well, you could do it where you could do it tier 6 on every tune, or you could do it where one tune, you do it tier 5 on every tune, but maybe on 2 of your tunes, you have it where you go to tier 7 or 8.
Oh, I like that.
And it unlocks a account-wide tier 6 buff.
Let me interrupt for just 1 second. I'm standing here looking at this one. It looks like there's a massive forest fire on Pavo off in the distance here. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't that look like a forest fire? And it looks like there's a city out in front of it. I think they had other stuff planned for this map at some point. Okay, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of different things. Plus, like, the vanity stuff that you have for the fleets holdings that require dill.
Yeah.
Change that to gold press platinum.
Oh yeah, please let us use our gold press platinum.
I think, we need more items, fashionary items, in Gold Press Platinum.
Yeah, it's like the vanity. I'm calling it vanity stuff on the fleet stuff. It's the only thing it does is beautify.
Yep.
Okay, then.
Yeah, the fleet holding, and it's like, honestly, if
That's
you
platinum,
if you're doing a non-functional item, let us use the non-functional currency that we have.
How about this, if you guys are in agreement? You know the space dock you see outside of every fleet holding? If you get a certain level, armada size and stuff like that, you're able to change it. But it costs a certain amount of EC.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, if you wanted the Anthem Prime, shall we say, Starbase, guess what you could do? You could put that in. And obviously any legendary Klingon, or Dominion shipyards.
Okay, that placement on your name, Matt, was perfect, so it looked like you were the Terran who fell, rather than the one shooting them. Like, no, you can't be dead.
Terrans placed an agonizer by one of the routes. Destroy it, quickly. Get ready. The Terrans are sending
Oh shoot, I didn't get this set up in time. Gosh darn it. Fine.
Say hello to my little feature.
And mine.
It has some symphony too.
Yep, that too. Probably not.
They're dead, Jim.
Bye.
Looks like the Terrans have given up, at least for now. My team and I will continue to observe. If we detect any
Oh, that's right. This is the event one.
we'll send word. Right now, Pavo's safe. Thanks to you. Well done.
Oh, I love it when a teammate and myself symphony something together. It's like, bye, Jim. Ooh, oh, dang, the research.
Oops, let me get out of that map.
Oh, I'll say this, Mom. If you ever take over Cryptic, here's an idea. One of the tokens that have an optional token for the Red Alert event. Have it where you can choose between like a ship upgrade, ultimate upgrade, or for some people like myself, who has a ton of unrefined dill.
Yes.
It's like give us a token that instantly refines
A certain amount.
Yeah, it's like it's like instantly refine a week's worth of dill.
Even a day's worth is a
Well,
good bump, depending on it depends on what token it's replacing, because not all the tokens that they give us are equal.
yeah. It's honestly, I'm gonna say this. It's like the ultimate tech upgrade. It's like how much dill do you normally have to fork out for that? barring the Omega Tech upgrades, how much dill do you have to fork out to take something from Mark 12 Rare all the way to Mark 15 Epic? Yes, some of us might get lucky and might only spend 1,000 dill. Or okay, maybe 2,000 or 3,000 dill to get that thing to Epic. Then again, some of us might be forking out 30, 40K worth, 40,000 worth of dill to get it Epic. So, and
47, I just sent you a message in Discord.
And the Ultimate Tech upgrade, they occasionally bring those out when they're doing the 20 key bundle. So you have a value right there of $20.
Well, bear in mind, we still have to remain profitable, as 47 points out here. Well, we have to make money because we have to pay for all the stuff we want. But there's more ways to make money for the game than just selling ships, I think. We may walk into it and discover, no, this is how we make money. But, maybe it isn't the best way to make money. Maybe there's a better way. Maybe there's other things people want to spend money on. What the heck? There's things I want to spend money on. I will pay cash to buy the specific ships I want. I don't want to buy them out of a lockbox.
That would be cool if you could do that.
I know why they do it. It's because the chance of opening a lockbox and getting the ship you want is pretty high. But it leads to frustration because sometimes the only way for a lot of players to get keys is to get dill from the exchange, and that takes time, especially right now. It's taking a week or more. It's not pleasant.
I'm just glad it's not taking 2-3 months.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I still have to get the company first. All right. Matt has stepped out if somebody wants to join us for something spacey. I don't know if Joshua's still with us. But since invariably, unless I win the lottery between now and end of July 47, this is something we can seriously chat about when I come out there next time. Weirdly enough, my company's out there next week, and I'm like, can I go to Vegas? No. But it's warm out there.
Go.
It's warm. And they always go, well, yeah, but what are you going to do with the dogs? Oh, fine, be reasonable, see if I care.
If you lived close to us, you'd have an on-call dog sitter.
My dogs aren't good with other people, so my son has to come over and dog sit for me, he's fine with that. And I have to go back to Chicago. As it turns out, I have to go back to Chicago in 3 weeks. My students have invited me out for an afternoon of reminiscing, a little nostalgia. But I don't want to leave the dogs home alone. I don't want my son to have to take a day off of work to stay with them. So doggos are going to go sit in the car for a 4-hour ride, which with them means it's a 6-hour ride because we have to stop every 30 minutes. But Mom, what? I don't know. I just want to whine the whole time.
Treat.
No, it's drink or go walk around, and then they whine as soon as they're out of the car, and then they whine when they get back in the car. So we'll give them a very long walk.
Nikki's actually pretty good in the car.
They both used to be great. Now Fifi has to stand next to me and whine in my ear, no matter what. And Loki has to sit in my lap, which is better than the first time I drove Fifi back to Chicago from Indianapolis. My son had adopted her, not realizing the cat they had would not like her, and they didn't like they didn't like each other at all. So my husband and I said, yes, we'll adopt them. Drove down, picked up the dog, drove her back in. She sat in my lap the whole 4-hour drive to Chicago. She was at that point a 60-pound dog. 60-pound dogs are very heavy, and they don't want to move, which means I couldn't move my legs very much. And at some point I had to stop at point halfway between Chicago and here just so I could get the circulation back in my feet. Well, who joined us?
diddly-ho.
It's a Musin. Hi, Musin. How are you
Hi, Mom.
doing?
I'm alive.
Good, good. We're planning what to do when we take over Cryptic.
Bonus points if we can find
Make
some way
the
to bring
game
back the
10
boundaries.
times better?
Well, that is the plan, yes. We have to raise... We started a GoFundMe today for that reason. Figuring...
I need to start a GoFundMe as well.
Yeah. Figuring if we can get $1 million, we should be able to afford the lawyers and setting up the legal entity. And if we raise the $1 million, then we can hopefully get some people to get serious about it, because we... See, that's the sound. Am I right?
That is,
Yeah.
yep.
Musin, did you just light a cigarette?
Yes?
There's a very distinctive sound to the lighter. And I was commenting that I could always tell when Ed was having a cigarette, because I could hear that flick of the lid and be like, Ed, are you smoking? No.
No?
Nope.
Liar.
I love you, Ed. Don't smoke. All right. Should we, what else do we need to do here? Who needs what to do what?
I need to use one more hypo spray. Almost done.
You know there should always be hypos in the fleet banks if you're in one of
Oh
our
yeah,
fleets.
they've got the cooldown.
Oh, okay.
So it's a matter of take damage, use a hypo spray, sit around for a handful of seconds, take damage, use it.
Hypo spray, yeah. Rinse and repeat. Oh, I guess I've run a few things on this tune lately.
Hey, Mom.
Yes.
On the tune that we just ran,
Yes.
the two events, TFOs.
Yes.
Do you have Space Explorer is a Great Kick on that tune?
On this tune, I don't think so. Is that ground or space?
Ground.
Yeah.
Uh,
Crystal.
it grants a bonus to kit performance based on kit readiness.
What was the name of it?
Space Explorer is a Great Kick.
I do not have it.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much it gives you a 10%, pretty much about 10% of what your kit readiness is. It adds that 10% to kit performance.
It's a really good trait.
Yeah, pretty much if you're doing a Symphony of Lightning build, Space Explorer is a good trait to have.
What's it going for these days, and where do you get it? Would be
Exchange a lot of energy credits or lobby store.
oh, it's a
or
Lobby
crystal.
store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, weirdly enough, I bet I have some Lobby.
No.
200,
It ain't
200,
so.
200 Lobby.
Let's see. I currently have 3,800 Lobby. I probably could afford it.
Okay.
I did not get anything from the last two events yet.
Also, on here, I'm checking. I think Shadow of a Black Mountain as well would be.
What is
Yes.
that one?
Another kit performance one, same as before, lobby store.
I'm looking at it. Grants a bonus to members of your away team who have not yet been knocked unconscious on this excursion. If you yourself are knocked unconscious, the bonus is removed from them all. Multiple instances of this trait do not stack with each other. After you fall into the shadow of the Black Mountain, beyond the ancestral challenge, in the shattered ruins of your psyche, you are told by the face of your... This is Captain only. Okay.
It's the trait isn't working as intended. Don't tell Cryptic.
Okay, so currently, with only the Daring Tribble buffing my kit's stuff, with Temporal as my secondary skill set, my kit performance is 571.
That's
So
scary.
Huh?
That's scary.
Yeah. And one of my traits, let's see, which one is it? One of my ground traits. Oh, dang, I don't think I have it. It's like, Technophile.
Yeah, Technophile I like.
Pretty much anytime I trigger a kit module, it gives me 100 kit performance. So let's see here. Yeah, pretty much 708 right now. That's with Technophile being activated and the ground battery. The kit over booster. So for about 5 or 6 seconds, I have a decently sized kit performance.
Without the item consumable, you already have a decent sized kit performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's currently those two traits that he mentioned, and Hive Mind are kind of a must on ground.
I fixed my SCM, by the way.
Say again, Joshua?
I fixed my SCM.
Oh, that's good. Is it working now?
We'll need to do an ISE of some description.
Oh, hold on a second then.
If that's able to be achieved.
I'm able to do an ISE, but I have to do it on a different tune.
Yep.
So I sent you a little screenshot. That's the current collection of ground kit traits.
Mm-hmm. Top row, second from the right is what?
Top row.
It looks
second
like
from the right.
Mhm.
Hive Mind.
Hive Mind.
Right.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a really good one for
Yes, it
ground.
is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But those two traits that were just mentioned, Shadow of the Black Mountain and Space Explorer is a great gig.
Mm-hmm.
Those were, when they were added, basically became meta ground traits to have.
Oh, upgraded gear. And, yeah. As well. Oh, Serenity.
Mm-hmm. Are all in the little picture I sent Mom.
Okay. So, sorry, it's just one of those. I want to.
Except for Hive Mind, every trait in that little list that I sent, I
Mhm.
think, is kit performance related.
Ooh.
Because I too have like a standing passive kit performance of nearly 400 or 500.
Okay, so I have creative, field technician, Serenity, Shadow of Black Mountain, Space Explorer, upgraded gear, and Technophile.
Huh.
The only ones that are not kit performance related is Hide Mine, Sure-Footed, Terran Vision, and Lucky. But am I missing a kit performance trait?
Maybe.
Do you want me to send you a photo, screenshot of a snippet of what I have?
Sure.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Okay.
One of the traits I'm using is Dolce et Decorum.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, a very good trait on. But yeah, all my ground traits are made to face tank. So what you see in the screenshot that I sent you, the one second one from the right at the bottom, that's one you want.
Okay, so go road to the one next to upgraded gear.
Yeah.
Which one's that?
I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to log in, but
okay.
Something. Hang on.
Yeah, it looks like the only two that I differ would be the second one from the left on the top row, and the second one from the right on the bottom row. The other 8, I have and use.
Oh, let's see. Second one to the left, top row. You said?
Top row
Yeah.
going left to right will be the second one.
That's Dolce et Decorum, which is either defensive or offensive, depending on if you're getting shot or not.
Oh, okay. I do actually have that.
Brogan 117 is now following. Brogan, welcome aboard. It's a quiet evening, and we are so glad to have you here tonight. Good evening, Mr. Dave.
And what was the one next to upgraded gear?
That's unconventional gear. Control kits reduce universal kits recharge.
Okay, I don't have that one.
Yeah, it makes you more of a kit carrier.
Atlantic Gamer, well, hi. Wow, all these cool people are showing up. Welcome aboard. Aw, thank Augie. Fake raid, thanks, Sav. Yes, CJ DJ, you do hear him using. Indeed. So nice of Augie. I win the Augie prize. Yay! Hi, Augie. How are you? I like the fake raid thing.
Wow.
What you guys doing tonight?
I'm pew-pewing.
Pew-pewing is fun.
I think we should
Not
do
on
some.
STO, though.
I'm ready for more space pew-pews.
Me
Yes.
too.
I wonder if Augie wants to do some space pew-pews.
If If he does, the rest of us don't need to show up.
Okay, so we got Augie and everybody else in shuttles.
Well, we all know how that would end. Him doing
No,
like...
Atlantic.
Putting,
Okay,
what about putting,
I gotta say this. Atlantic Gamer says, desperately clinging to the idea that Star Trek Online is not devouring my life and I'm still in control of my sleep schedule. Yes, we all have these fantasies, don't we, Atlantic Gamer? Okay, so I set up a GoFundMe today for reasons. And part of it was, in writing about what I've done with Star Trek Online, I realized, with the exception of 1 week when I was mountain climbing, I don't remember skipping a day in 14 years. This includes when my husband died. It might just be I'm on for a few minutes, but by God, I was on every day. And the only reason I left or didn't carry it with on the mountain is we had electricity, but we didn't have internet.
They've got USB modems for that.
What?
It's a little USB stick.
Yeah, I'd still have to carry it up the side of a mountain.
I mean, you've already decided to go up the side of a mountain.
Yes.
What's an extra couple of pounds? And you get to play Star Trek.
Yeah, no, just no. Why is your backpack so heavy? I brought my laptop. You what? To play Star Trek Online. You could have left it at the hotel. We'd be back in a week. Yeah, but
the double face palm.
Yeah.
The meme where you see Riker and Picard face palming.
Yes, let's do the... Do we have the double face palm in our emotes? Face palm double. There we go. Yeah, Boom's one request is a break in events. I agree.
A 6-week break?
No, just a break. We don't the few weeks we don't have an event going on, we don't have anything except the dailies, the endeavors. It's kind of like, yeah.
It's non-stop. That's kind of the thing. Like, the event should be an event. By definition, it should be something you're excited about.
I'm not disagreeing with you on this.
Like, it's just constant. I mean, I've only logged in for the dailies for the past year or so, and it's just so monotonous that by the time you get to the end of one, it's just like all of a sudden there's another one, and like occasionally there's a slight overlap. It's
like what we just had, where there was both the anniversary and the first meta event. Though I kind of get it with the meta event. When they decided to do 6 of them in a year, they're going to have to start them a little bit earlier. Sav says, I just want a month of bug fixing. Yeah, Sav, me too.
Unless someone's going to pay them for doing that, they're not going to do it.
Ice Knight says, how many people could say they played Stowe on a mountain in the elements? Okay, I did do that. I just didn't do it that week. When I actually flew to Ireland to meet our Fleet Admiral Beardy. I told him I was going to do it, and he didn't believe me. And one of the things that I did when I was in Ireland is do a little bit of, not mountain climbing the way we did in New Zealand, but mountain climbing. And yes, did I have it? My laptop with me? Yes, I did. I had 2 because I was playing for another player as well.
Alright, so that makes it for not carrying it up the other mountain.
Yeah, that was a good one, though.
The point of the bug fixing is kind of a good one. As much as it's nice to kind of think about, it'd be really nice if we were able to do this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, if we really break down what really needs to be done with the game, we need to get rid of some of those long-standing bugs.
Yeah,
like,
big time.
You still can't do your transwarp to certain places. The button's there, but it does nothing. There's loads of stupid stuff that just needs to just be finally fixed. Once those are done, then let's talk about what is the stuff that we want, like buying lockbox ships from the Zen store.
Oh, I don't disagree. We really need to get the infrastructure fixed. Figure out why we're having the horrendous lag, get that dealt with, get the servers upgraded or stabilized so it is playable. Look at all the essential gameplay bugs that we can fix. Because a lot of it...
to the instance, the large instances now.
Say that again?
Wouldn't it be the 35-man instances we have in
It's not a
Soul.
lot of them. Most of them are 20.
They're 35 now.
When did they switch to 35? I thought they kicked it back to 20.
Nope.
I think it might depend on the type of instance.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm looking at Earth Space Dock, and it's 30 max. So not 20, but it's definitely not 35.
Yeah.
Soul is 35. Think about it. If you have like 35 simulators, oh boy.
Augie, it could be skunks, you know. Skunks occasionally smell like marijuana. It's not always marijuana that smells like skunks.
It'd be interesting to see on their infrastructure what the reasons are for the arbitrary limits, because you can kind of understand there being limits on the number of people when you're in a, say, like a TFO. But when you're in effectively an area where you can't do anything other than move around, you're only exchanging effectively X, Y, and Z coordinates and maybe a little bit of metadata. So I'm wondering if there's just some like long-standing technical reasons. So they've got tech debt there of going, yeah, we can't change that because we did something 10 years ago.
I have a theory on this. If you place the biggest ship in the Sol system, and then you think it 35 times, and then you try and increase it even more, think about how much data that will require.
Not a lot.
To load up each.
Not a lot, because you have to look at it. So from the server perspective of what it would communicate down to the client, it's still just communicating X and Y coordinates for where a given player is, and then metadata that goes, it's this ship with this name with this spec. That sort of stuff is rendered on your local computer. The server has nothing to do with that. Or it
in that case, the lowered number might be their way to keep it so the game can play on the widest number of machines possible.
Severos, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate everyone who gave us a follow tonight, guys. It's very nice of you.
But so it would be interesting to see what their actual technical reasons for that are, because let's be honest, the game visually, you can run this on integrated graphics at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be interesting to see what their reasons are for that limitation, because to me that feels like there's some sort of tech debt somewhere as a reasoning for
but I have seen people stream this game, and they've got horrendous frame rate.
And that's the thing, it shouldn't do. If you think about a lot of other I mean, we're going way off topic, but if you think about a lot of other modern games, they look significantly better with more going on in STO. So STO should be running like butter with thousands of people in Sol. So I think it's not.
I think if Darkmom Consortium gets hold of Cryptic, we should have a test on the PTR or the test server of at least 1,000 people in Sol.
Can't have that many people in Sol.
Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, it would look silly with the size of the map and what needs to go on, but from a technical perspective, there is no reason why a game that looks like this should
Actually, it's probably about the limitation of amount of animations that can be, like, simultaneously calculated by your computer, because it's calculating that on your side. Same problem with Second Life, going to a music venue where everybody's dancing. The more people having their own specific animation, the more lag you will have, because your memory's being used up to calculate their animation. Thusly, by increasing the amount of people who all have unique vessels with unique animations, you are increasing the workload for everybody's computer.
Yeah, but it's not. That's even if you were to take that. I mean, I don't want to go too far down this one because this conversation could go a while. But even with all the combinations you get with like just the one ship of like the different skins, the different kind of appearances, the different.
Let's take the Miranda.
It's not that far out of the equation considering the visual quality of the game. It's, to me, there is to me at least, I think there is another reasoning for it. And I would want personally, I would want to know what that is, because if it's influenced by client side, that's different to being influenced by server side. But even if it is client side, the limitations we have right now are remarkably low.
Yeah, we could probably get about 50 people in a map before we need to stop letting people in.
Yes, but the question would be, why do you need 50 people in a map?
But you know what would be, there is actually an answer to that.
On
There's actually-
ESD?
think about the Borg thing, like the TFL from a couple of weeks ago. How cool would it be to be able to do that, or to be doing a Dominion fleet battle with
No.
a sizable fleet? That would be really cool.
20.
I'm afraid a space battle would be a disaster in terms of just, if you haven't
yeah,
seen
you
it
have to
lately,
dumb
it's
it
been
down.
just turning into a mess.
You'd have to really dumb it down. You couldn't have objectives. It would literally just have to be pew,
No.
nothing else.
Within the game, it allows for about 20 people to team up and do a piece of content.
Put it this way: the last time we did a 20-man TFO, put it this way, it's not exactly easy to do, because if you think about it, the only 20-man one in the game, and you have 20 people all using universal consoles, visual effects.
Yep.
Trust me when I say this, and all the mines and all that lot, and torpedoes and pets, it will lag the system out.
Yeah, I'm telling you now, Joe, the limit for the TFOs is set to a multiplication factor of 5. So it's 5, 10, 20. If bigger, add, probably 10 each time.
I wonder how strong.
I think 20 is pretty much the limit you can have on any TFO.
I wonder how strong would the Borg cube have to be so Augie doesn't do any DPS to it.
Stronger than the server has capability of generating numbers. I don't think that numbers go that high.
And an Elite X3. Minimal.
Yeah.
Then, even then, Augie will find a way of getting that thing down.
Oh.
No, I think that would just slow him down.
Not just Augie, but yeah. I mean, there's plenty other players besides Augie who can also blink at a Borg cube and it'll self-destruct rather than face your wrath.
Oh.
Okay, are we at least if we get cryptic, are we at least putting that back in, face the wrath if we're taking too much damage?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Believe it or not,
yes.
I actually talked to Chase Masterson, and she was game to do it. She, when I told her it's one of the things that disappeared, and she said, I'll talk to Mike about that. And I'm thinking, okay, if you can get him to get that back, you got us.
Yeah, no, that was the best part. Was that we could shut up her lines and like make it sound really dirty and funny. If
It
we were
was.
doing
It was
enough damage.
And it's a good benchmark for the people who don't really
Now,
have
I'll
what
be
they're doing figuring out
honest.
their damage.
I'll be honest. They can up the damage that is needed to glitch her out a bit, so that it takes a little bit more oomph to get her to do that. But other than that, I thought it was great.
So you're saying hit her even harder?
Yes, I'm saying give her a little bit more meat
spanking.
on her bones, so that we need to work harder to actually make her voice lines glitch out. Because it was kind of easy.
Yeah,
You bring
I
two
think.
torp boats and it's over.
Yeah, I think we need to do something. I think Darkmom's been sat here for so long she's not even speaking now.
Well, you guys were having a good conversation. I've got 3 things going on in chat at the same time. So if you guys are having a good convo over there, I can leave it alone.
Pew pew pew.
What's Von Marcus doing that's so interesting that he started streaming it?
That's
Oh,
not
Musen.
Von Marcus.
Yeah, that's not me. I'm going to stream on my own Discord.
I'm doing not STO.
Oh, well, that's
Clearly.
cool. All right, so somebody actually wanted to do something since, it's a game and we're doing something.
Infected Conduit, anyone?
Yeah, we can infected conduit. Let me
game.
put together a team here. Absolutely.
Is
Hey,
it-
Boom's in the game. Boom, do you want to join us?
Maybe on the next one. I'm
Okay.
just playing around with respecking one of my ships. For the
No
first time in a
worries.
year, so I'm trying to work out what works and what doesn't.
Von Marcus, who are you on?
I am on Von Marcus.
Oh, okay. There you are.
Von Marcus, Von Marcus.
Well, he was on Mon
On the
Varcus, so we have to
Kraken?
think about these. Are you on the Kraken? That's a good question.
No, Emily flies the Quacking.
Okay. Who else wants to join us tonight?
I'm in the Grumblebee.
The Grumblebees.
And I've got my pilot seat.
I already sent you an invitation, Joshua.
I know.
Okay.
Someone else said it.
Oh, who else said that?
I don't like your accent. Where are you from?
Grosabel. Okay. And we've got Captain Ronnie.
This is going to be fun.
I'm wondering, I've been wondering something for a week or two. Like, every streamer I've seen so far plays Fed. Is there some secret hatred against KDF? No, I actually love KDF. It's just getting enough people who want to play KDF to bring it up is rarer than it should be. But no, I love my KDFs. I love my Ramis.
Also, for a long time in the game,
Not a long time.
well, let me finish my sentence. The amount of stuff that's released for Fed characters versus KDF characters, because we used to not be able to get each other's ships, was disproportionate.
Yeah. And plus, initially, it was a pain in the posterior to start up a KDF tune.
In the original release of the game, KDF required PvP to grind it up. And that's why it's always been the last choice people wanted to make. Even though you no longer need the PvP, they made a whole storyline, everything.
Not the worst storyline ever. So we have a Saber, a Defiant,
But
World Razor.
a World Razor, and an Odyssey class because that's the only ship Darkmom Consortium actually flies these days.
No, that's not true. It's the only one I fly into anything elite, though. That's for dang sure.
Oh, we're doing Elite. Oh, this will be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did say
I know.
ISE, right?
Yep.
Okie doke.
And I am passing it, so you'll
Okay.
get the combat pass
Have we
at the
got a full
end.
team here? Yeah, we got a full team here. Everybody
Alright,
ready?
well, I'll get to see how much this guy does. Okay.
Wee woo.
Wee woo.
Yeah, Augie points out that he does, or did, KDF for a lot of his older vids.
Yep.
Yep, they're out there.
Augie used to be our big KDF guy.
Oh.
There was only one choice to really make at a certain point of the game, and that was how much are you willing to spend on your DPRM? And people who didn't know about the money cost, they all chose to be Federation.
Probably help them over the
We
air.
are-
There we go.
There's the
Let's
Federation
say
as
it's
well.
taking a while.
But
Yeah.
let's be honest, everybody wants to be Federation who've watched the TV show and are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play Star Trek. What's the idea they have with Star Trek?
Situation
Being on a Federation
all
vessel.
attempts to hail the starbase have failed. We must assume
Okay. Let's see if I can beat my record from last night.
Which
the other
was,
night.
what was your record?
347.88. That was the record that I set last night with this ship. Funny that, isn't it?
That it is. Okay. Regular drill, right?
Regular in terms of this team, yes.
Yes.
Unless you called Augie, which you split the team anyway.
No, if it's Augie, we just stand here and look pretty. This will be interesting.
Never a looper. Till it is.
Got it all?
The Netite drones prepare the transport. Stop that.
Giant Dutch Viking says, is 300k DPS a lot? It depends.
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people
okay.
that's like small, others that's a lot.
Yes.
300k is
An acceptable amount.
is actually pretty much a lot of DPS, especially if you think that he says doing it on console. You can't do the things then that we can do on PC.
And it really does boil down to who
but
you're talking
Augie,
to.
You're an extremophile,
He is indeed.
but 300k for a console, that's a lot of DPS.
So,
300k is really good DPS.
so this tune that I'm on right now, is the tank is doing 120, 130, which is not remarkable, but since its function is tanking, not doing damage, it does fine.
Yeah.
But they turned down a
Brogan is
chance
right.
to tweak it up to 300, but
And Brogan is right. 150k is
will do you just
required
fine.
damage, and the only piece of content in the game that requires you to do a 150k or better is Corfez.
And you can do it if you got a proper team. Whoop,
Yeah.
no, that wasn't it.
But you still want to make that 150k DPS, otherwise you won't make the first check in
Yeah.
Corfez. But they literally send ships out with a time limit. If you don't have the damage as a team, you don't get through. It's that simple. 150k is needed for the elite TFOs.
But that said,
110,
120 will be sufficient if the rest of your team is OP. Ah!
Yeah.
I died. What the heck? That's something I don't usually do.
But 150k is the minimum requirement for Corfez, which is the elite of elite TFOs.
Yes.
And other than that, everything else will be doable with 150k or more. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, if you do 130k, you can do what you're seeing right now on Elite, no problem. It's that one TFO that's a problem if you don't have 150k each. And that's 150k for the tank. The DPSer is expected to do more than.
Right.
I don't even know if Corfez is like doable on console.
It is.
From the sounds of it, That was a nightmare flashback.
Yeah, there have been a few adventures on Corfez that probably don't need to come back to us.
I didn't die.
I did. I'm really appalled I died.
I'm surprised I didn't.
Hey, Josh. Oh, dang it.
Walkie82 has followed us. Thank you so much, Walkie82.
I'm playing a 22-year-old game.
It did not log.
No, it didn't log?
Nope.
Ah.
Oh no.
Doesn't
Looks like we'll
count.
have to try again.
Giant Dutch Viking says, haven't been able to beat Corfez. You will. So, Boom's in chat. Boom and Mark and DT and I and somebody else did Corfez, oh god, this is probably close to a year ago. And not successful. First couple of times. And then all of a sudden we just managed to figure out who needed to go where doing what. And after that it became kind of easy.
Again, Corfez is hard on PC because you need a good group, but it's hard on PC. Console, I just imagine that being even harder because you can't do the same trickery you can as PC player.
I mean, there's definitely a minimum kind of DPS for it, but beyond that, it's more about, as Mum's alluding to, it's about the coordination. So, kind of as an example, in the game a little bit, quite a while ago, where it was a bit more difficult to get million plus DPSs than it is now. Like DT, Mark, and me were regularly getting 1.2, 1.3 million DPS. So you got 3 members of the 5-man team who are, at the time, putting out quite a lot, knowing how to put out the numbers. But even with that, it's a pain in the ass because once you go above maybe, that 150k kind of floor that you mentioned, it's more about the coordination and knowing what to do and not going, I'm putting out numbers, I'm going to go off and do my own thing. You really do have to just play the team.
If one person on the team is actually below that 150k still, you can still fail because they can't keep a handle on what's happening on their part of the map. Somebody can have 1 million DPS, but if there's somebody else in the team that's got 75k and they need to hold the line somewhere later on to the TFO, they're not going to be able.
I have not run into the bug Teray, whatever they're pronounced as, Dwayne. I guess I'm lucky.
Yeah, one thing about that.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have a decent team to even get past it, and a mega tank to even have a chance of defeating it.
Oh, there's a ship I haven't seen in forever. The Dyson Obelisk carrier.
Do you know what my DPS is for Wanted Argala?
Who do we blow up next?
Who should we blow up next? How about Hive Onslaught?
Ooh, that would be good.
Elite.
That'd be good too.
If everyone's game.
I think I can do it, yeah.
If you're willing to rerun it later, I'm currently on my 60th reroll of an ISOMAG to try and get another phase of it.
Oh, come on.
If you're willing to re-roll it later, I will do a run with you.
I just bought the Isomags. I needed it Mark II. And spent the extra bit of change to get the tag I wanted.
Problem is like the ones I'm after, they're all in the 30 to 50 million range, even at Mark II, to get the tag that you want. So I've got
I sort of
lithium bank that it's easier for me to re-roll it.
Yeah, I lucked out. I got mine for like 350k a piece.
I saw the phaser for 18 million the other day.
Yeah, they go for a hell of a lot. I think the phaser ones right now are in the 20th range, I think, when I looked earlier, just for the Mark II.
Yeah, that's before. That's after I sold it.
Oh yeah, I spent like 16 mil a piece when I got my anti-proton ones for my other character.
Forgot about anti-proton. Damn it, gonna have to go and get any of those.
Alright, I've got my parcel working.
Okay. That reminds me I was supposed to study isomags. Okay, I want you all to appreciate that we think about... Oh, thank you so much for that. That we all think about our game as something we need to go study for.
Does Darkmom want to swap to DPS and I bring my tank for a bit?
Alright.
No, I'll stick with the ship, but I don't need to tank it all.
I'll
'Cause
tank it.
my
then.
one DPS ship is garbage for shields.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
you
it is,
don't
it
need
is.
shields.
This ship doesn't need shields. That ship does. You said you wanted to do Hive Onslaught Elite?
Yes.
Everybody's
Let
in
me-
for this one? Oh, hold on. I do want to make one change here. We were playing last night, and I made a change that I don't want to keep. I changed to pilot last night when my ship disappeared and it was just me.
No. Yeah, I've actually got 2 pilot seating on the ship, and I'm using them.
Hey, Atlantic Gamer, I'm old enough to never go back to school, and I'm still going back to school because, what the heck.
Well,
I got
at least
nothing
you
else to do.
Apart from going on a 14-day vacation on a cruise somewhere.
Does it have... Oh, I don't like cruises. Ugh.
Oh, come on. You got free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but it's a boat. Ugh.
What does that have to do with the price of tea in China?
I don't like boats. Wee
Wee
woo?
woo?
Wee woo.
Okay, boats have 2 things against them. 1, they're on the ocean. 2, they're really tall.
3, in Finding Nemo, they're called butts. He touched the butt.
Sav
But-
says, Mom is so old, when the first game show came out, the prize was fire. Sav, the prize was rocks.
Well, what
Yeah.
did Riker want?
2 pieces of flint so you could make fire.
But you had to
Okay.
win twice.
Everyone else about Darkmom Consortium, do your best DPS. Darkmom, do the best you can.
Lexer's...
Shots
Yeah,
fired.
Okay, I'm not going to do that one. Do that one and that one. That one, I'm good.
That
Well,
was
I'm-
a broadside attack.
Considering I'm up and to the left, it would be a more ventral shielding attack. Depending on how you look at it.
Elric says my folks just did a cruise. They charged 30 extra per day for internet. That's okay.
Wow. For $30, I'm expecting that internet to last me at least a
No.
month.
No, it will not.
Then they're overcharging. I'll
Well,
bring my own hotspot.
I mean, what's... You gotta have a heck of a hotspot to be able to play the game.
You can actually these days. You can have your own hotspot.
Well, yeah, I've got my own hotspot, but it sure as heck can't do the game.
And it can work out on the ocean. Hotspots need a cell tower.
Oh boy, I died.
Yeah, so did Joshua. Oh, and I
Yay!
died.
You
What
can
the-
technically route that
What
through
the
cell
heck?
phone.
And now I'm dead.
Ooh.
They looked around and went, we got nothing
We
else
have to keep at
say."
least one people alive. One person alive, yeah. I can talk English.
Okay, let's start by killing these spheres, because that's the biggest problem with this group. Let's strategize a little bit here.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Bradley, thank you for the cheers. That's very kind of you. Bradley 1701 AA, I like it.
At least it's not 1701 A, B, C, D.
Thank you.
Healing for everybody?
Just throw up a little help there with some rally shields. Okay, now we can go deal with some other stuff.
I think defeating those spheres was a good idea.
Yeah.
Because it was those spheres that were screwing.
Well, the biggest issue is if you
technical
go for the board cubes and you get between two of them, you're just going to get pinned down and shot up. It's the 1701 Alcoholics Anonymous. Thank you very much.
The Altaholics.
Altaholics, yes. Sav has said on many occasions I'm an altaholic. Just because I have 48 tunes, Sav.
We missed a ball cube.
Yes, I'm working on one right now.
Way back there.
We'll get it. We'll get it. I know Ed had more. Actually, Sav, I have found about 100 of Ed's tunes on the 6 accounts, and then he's got at least 2 more accounts that I have access to, but he never used them for anything. And no, there's no way for us to get access to him. His computer was destroyed when the police broke in the door, so his sister wasn't able to retrieve it. Yes, I did try and figure out how we could get hold of Ed's stuff. Not so we could pillage it.
But also so we could pillage it.
He had a lot of stuff, I will say that, but you know, I go through it and I look at the Pharaoh and all of his crazy tunes.
You know what the thing is with stuff in Star Trek Online? It's good when when you've got it equipped and it's character or account bound. But as soon as it's not account bound,
what did we miss here? There it is.
it's kinda It's just, you know, resource that's great for new players, but not all that special.
Yeah, I know where you're going with that.
Even when you got somebody else's account, rating it for the valuables is really not worth it. 'Cause the real valuables are account bound.
Well, that's actually
They're character bound.
I would have rather have had access to his accounts so that I could keep them alive and keep playing them for him. Not to steal stuff away from it.
Yeah. I think Darkmom would actually show them off.
Yeah.
Mom would prove that she needs to be an Alcoholics Anonymous too.
Hey, no. It's taken me almost 17 years to drink this bottle of scotch I'm finishing tonight.
17 years.
17 years, yes.
17 more years to finish your entire wine collection.
Oh no, the wine goes fast. Wine's easy.
Wine's easy.
Wine doesn't cost $170 a bottle.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you haven't drunk it.
170?
This bottle of scotch currently is going for like $3.10, but stop that.
We won't talk about that.
Well, I can't afford
yeah,
to.
$3.10 over there, but how much would that be in, I don't know, euros?
Well, it wouldn't be 310 in anything in euros because you don't have this stupid tax that the U.S. government's putting on scotch at the moment.
No, it would be about 400.
We don't have the ridiculous tax on alcohol. We still have tax on alcohol. It's pretty high, but like
Yeah, but right now we've got a specific tax on whiskeys and scotches.
I got exploded.
Oh, no. Do not get exploded. That is a bad thing.
The $310 would be roughly 1-to-1 to the euro. It's only a couple of very minor percentage points with the euro when it comes to exchange rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when it
I've
comes to
been
the price of alcohol, the U.S. is paying a lot for bottled alcohol compared to.
Now, is this an imported?
Oh, yeah.
Scotch?
It's imported. Actually, this one's a whiskey,
Okay.
but yes. This is Lagavulin, which is a single malt Irish whiskey.
Which is a very good and very
Yes.
expensive whiskey in and of itself.
It is. It is.
Um,
It's absolutely
but it-
delicious.
It's not directly comparable as well. The main cost with a lot of beers is more so the cost of the hops.
Mm-hmm.
Beers in the US tend to be a couple of ABV points above the average beer in Europe. So by the time you take that into account, along with the exchange rates and whatever else affects that supply chain, it's actually not that too far from being comparable.
So, you want to know something really weird about beers in my country?
Sure.
We have two different Heineken that we can buy in our country.
Okay.
We have the one in the regular brown bottle.
Mm-hmm.
We have the one in the green bottle. Now,
Okay.
the one in the green bottle gets exported and then imported again.
Oh,
The question is, anybody seeing this TFO's proceeding a bit more slowly now?
this one? Yes, this is definitely going more slowly today.
And the weird part is people actually pay for the import Heineken, acting like they're all special.
Feedback.
Even though it's the same beer as in the cheaper bottle. I still think that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. I work behind the bar, right? That we're serving two beers. They're exactly the same, but one you pay more for because it's in the imported bottle.
Yep.
Because we export the different color bottles than we use.
If that works and people pay extra, good for the company.
I just think it's so weird that people would pay for that amount of status that they have an imported beer that's made locally.
Honest to goodness, I don't care what color the bottle is if the beer's halfway good.
No, but it's like the actual factory that's making the beer is right here.
Did anybody die during the Queen? Anybody get killed by feedback?
I did.
No.
Oh, you did. Okay. I was going to say, it's amazing if we didn't.
I got obliterated by
Oh, I'm
feedback.
sorry.
That's alright. Usually when I'm doing this, it's not on elite, and so it dies before I gotta worry about it.
Yeah, or somebody like me is in there who's a science character that can actually turn off the
Well, I have the results.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
There was in total of 11 deaths.
Yeah, I was one of them.
Oof.
I mean, I was 2, maybe 3 of them. Yeah.
Well, Grosabo, you had 4 deaths.
Yep.
I had 1. Roni, you had 1. Darkmom, you had 1. And Von Marcus, you had 3.
Ooh. Grumblebees.
Not bad.
I'll post the. Will Johnny post the
Well-
damage numbers for that?
Yeah, less than I expected.
Well, I'll post it
As
in.
far as deaths.
Yeah. Put it this way.
Ooh.
I took in
Oh.
16 million damage on that.
Those are terrible numbers. What the heck?
But it was a long TFO though.
Yeah, it's still terrible numbers. Yeah, that was double the normal runtime.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's because we had major lag coming into the last section,
Yeah, we did.
which took about half the time. You know, increased the time by about a factor of 2. Is that even uploadable?
Okay, and that's DPS, right?
That's DPS. Yeah.
So
Given the length of that mission, I'm happy with these numbers. I'm
Oh, so- Okay,
Okay.
where did you post it?
I posted it in Twitch chat.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
But I can post it in your DMs if you wish.
I'm good.
Excuse me one sec.
Let's go back to the
Sorry.
USS Valkyrie, or Valkyrie, or however you want to say it.
Captain Ronnie is leaving us. Would you like to join us, Boom?
Yeah, give me
Boom,
2
boom,
seconds. I just noticed something. But yeah, feel free to invite me, but yeah, give me 2 seconds before we start. anything.
Yeah, no, we're not going to start for a couple of minutes here. Don't worry. Mom, can you do us a wee favor? Sure, Sav, what do you need?
What does Sav need? Or...
Okay, down in the bottom of this very last glass of scotch is a piece of the original cork
Oh, baby.
from 17 years ago. I had to buy a new cork for it.
How about you frame it? 17 years.
If I'm
Does
taking
it
off...
taste...
Go ahead.
Does it taste sweeter after 17 years of
It tastes
marinating?
softer. Yeah.
Interesting. And by the way, the upload thing did work, by the way. I fixed my upload.
Okay, I'm ready. I don't think I'm gonna hit any records, but I've been out of the game for too long. I don't even know how to fly right now.
Hold on a second. We have been afflicted with this Italia. Just here for a second, but I wanted to share something. Next time I date, I will take a picture of my woman in X-ray so I can show people what I see in her. But tish!
She needs...
Satalia, welcome back. Missed you.
I think she needs more than a female. Should we soften our friend up here with a Starbase 1 elite?
Oh, we could do Starbase 1 Elite. That'll be easy.
Just soften him in.
Everybody good with Starbase 1 Elite?
Sure.
Okay.
Hey, at least I'm thinking of an easy match for our friend over there.
Which one? For Boom?
Yeah.
Won't worry about him. Weewoo?
Wee woo.
Yeah, we were.
Outside of a dog.
For some strange reason, I have 2 27s or 47s, and I don't know why.
Interesting.
Von Marcus says, outside of a dog, a book is a man's best friend. Inside of a dog, it's very dark.
Are you sure it's...
My dog just growled when I said that.
You said 27 or 47?
Yeah, I've got
Are you
2
sure
of
it's
them.
not Grudge who's a man's best friend? Or was he just Book's best friend?
Are either of those, can you trade them?
The dogs? No. You have to keep the dogs.
No,
I must have bought a second one and didn't think about why I already had a first one for some reason.
The 27 47, if you can trade it, sell it.
Oh yeah, definitely. If I don't, either another 2 or sell it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just surprised I had 2 of them. I say it's been a while since I've been in the game proper, other than just quickly doing the daily. So I'm like, didn't know I had this in my inventory.
Even doing it daily, Boom, there's a lot of times when it's like, oh, I've got 2 of those. Huh. Well.
Yeah, I was looking at my inventory and I'm like, why have I got these special requisition packs? And I've got the last 3 or 4 of them like from the events where I've just not played the shit. I'm like, okay, fine.
I think I have a tune with all of the event ships in their boxes lined up in their bank.
Yep. That would be my tune called Petty Cash.
Is his first name Tom?
No, his first name's Petty, his last name is Cash.
Ah.
I was running around on ESD and somebody's like, that's gotta be Mom. Because only Mom does bookkeeping tunes.
Probably should have did. fire at will for this particular one.
It's a good one. Giant Dutch Viking says, I randomly found an inquiry I didn't know I had. Quite a surprise. Yes, I have an atlas, which I didn't know I had. I know Pi gave it to me, but I didn't realize I'd never opened it.
That's one of the advantages about not playing the game properly for a while. I realised that the stiff end had added up. That's handy. Very
It's
handy.
amazing the stuff you can find just sitting around.
Yeah, I decided to train myself for the Legendary Inquiry. My Legendary Avenger, technically. Just because I remember my first ship that I really liked in the game and I hit over 1 million on it was the original Avenger. So I thought, well, why not? Let's make it better.
Yeah.
Oh, blimey, this thing's quick.
So, Rogue, just out of curiosity, is anyone passing this?
I'm not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Off of me.
I mean, we don't usually benchmark off these, but it would be interesting to see, because I've done a pretty major respec for this shit, so it'll be interesting to see how crap I've made it.
They've been wiped
Problem
several
is,
times.
though, if people who are parsing don't stick together with the group, then you're missing out on numbers.
This map is pretty good for this, though.
Well, you do wind up getting spread out at times.
But this map is actually better than some of the others.
Yeah. ISC is still the best in terms of keeping you all in one spot.
If you want to parse this one, you're better off parsing yourself than parsing for the group.
Yeah.
And only watching your numbers in it.
That's a good point.
Because you never know. You're gonna distance yourself from somebody and, yeah.
And
also parse you.
Yeah, and also another thing is, I could be parsing in ISA or whatever, but if you get beyond a certain grade, I might not accurately get damage that you're doing.
That's why we used to have a set route for getting through that.
Yeah.
I don't like the split runs. I like the left to right.
For parsing, yes. If you're just running for fun, splitting them can be a blast. With the right team.
Depends what you're trying to do, doesn't it? Split runs
I
go
made
out
it
of
a habit to go from left to right. So if anybody goes right, they're really just triggering.
Well, they're feeling very frisky today.
Nerve.
It's pretty much is my view is if you can do at least 300k damage DPS, then you can go ahead and go right, and everyone else can go left.
Yeah, I still prefer everybody going left to right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because, that's the cleanest way to parse for the entire group.
And plus, it's gonna, even if everyone's doing 200k, it's gonna pretty much, you're gonna knock everything out quicker.
Let me interrupt for a second. Mr. Dave needs to do a Pavo when we're done here. Mr. Dave, is Pavo space okay?
Oh, got rubber band in then.
Anything Pavo is fine.
There's another thing we should probably add.
What?
Change the voice actress for this thing, because she sounds like she's got a stick up her ass. Is it just me? Because like the entire tonality of what it is that she's saying is
Yeah,
just complete
I can see what you're saying.
yeah.
I wouldn't have quite described it that way, but yeah, I can see what you're saying. But since we have to use SAG-approved actors and actresses to do voices, then you have to go, what is it going to cost to have somebody come in and re-voice that? And is it worth it?
Right.
Oh, I'm certain that there are probably some SAG actors that would love just to have the voice in a Star Trek project.
Could be, but you still have to pay them set wages.
Sure.
Yeah, during the height of the strike, we were trying to hire some voice actors to do some work for us. For an in-house video we were putting together. And I had to keep reminding people, make sure that they're not SAG, because we don't want them to, break their union agreements just to do what's going to be $1,000 voiceover. They're like, does that matter? Yeah, it matters.
Yeah, it matters.
Okay.
Only in America. Only in America.
Probably.
If it's not regulated, we will regulate it.
Unless it's important, then maybe not.
No, the regulations, that would be Europe, but no, SAG has no power over here.
No, it doesn't. Sav concurs with unions. Sav is a big union supporter.
Yes.
Oh, we got all 4. Yay.
I remember when I once joined a union, and then, nothing ever came of that.
Nothing good or nothing?
Really. Just nothing. They never go on strike.
No.
Yeah, they're never like. Basically, we're all getting paid really well.
Well, getting paid really well is a good thing, but
yeah, especially when you're paying for the union.
Oh, yeah.
And then the union has to do absolutely nothing because everything's sorted pretty decently.
So they're doing their job of intimidating whoever the company boss is into giving you all what you want.
I'm in a country in Europe where, all the rules are pretty much on my side rather than on my employer's side.
All depends on the country and the location.
That's definitely a European thing, though, in all fairness. I don't think it's just a specific.
By the way, conduits off cooldown.
Would somebody like to step out so I can bring in Mr. Dave to do...
I will.
Okay.
The thing is, over here, it was already that way before we had one Europe, and everybody had to follow the same rules.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's our fault that the rules are this way in Europe.
Mr. Dave, are you in game and I'm just not seeing you?
What numbers did we get from that?
I don't think... Did anyone parse that?
I did.
Okay. Mr. Dave, where are you?
I'm
It
kind
was
of curious.
pretty average numbers. Average. I'll put them in a couple of results into the stream chat.
Okay. Atlantic Gamer says, as one of the higher-ups of a union, Scandinavian Union, we do a hell of a lot of work. It depends on the union. They can be great. They can be terrible. Yeah. It's like any other thing. Oh, that's... Ugh.
It also depends on what the employers are doing.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if the union really doesn't have anything to step in for, they can do with a minimum of paperwork.
Yeah, I've worked in companies that were half union, half not union, i.e. the nurses on the patient levels were union, the nurses who were not at patient care were not. And so we had to have separate contracts for both, just to make sure everything worked. And they had to go through separate but equivalent. Yes, I know, dear, but we have to do one more pavo, then we'll go out.
Yeah.
The dogs are looking at me going, but it's after 9, Mom.
Yeah. Mine did the same thing right around 9 o'clock. Head in the lap. Nuzzle you and try to push you away from the computer.
Waiting for Mr. Dave's launcher to launch. There he is.
When you said, I know, dear, we just need to do one more pavo, I instantly thought that, oh, she's replying to a chat message to solve the hamster.
No, I'm talking to the dogs who are standing here going, Mom. And it's the first thing in the morning. They have to go out, and then Mom has to go kill things before coffee, honey. Then we'll have coffee. Okay. All right. Mr. Dave, pavo space okay?
I think for a bit of variety, I'm going to change shit.
Okay.
Does anyone listen to the PA announcer on ESD?
Yes.
No.
You should.
Yeah.
No, you don't ever listen to what anybody on ESD tells you. You do your own thing.
Mm-mm.
Be a rebel. Be a renegade.
You should listen to it. There's some really funny lines in there. Boom, did you say you're changing ships?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can't decide what, though. I mean, feel free to invite me. If I manage to do it in time, great. If not,
Actually,
I'll
you're
always
already in the team, so just go ahead and do what you want to do and let me know when you're ready, and I'll invite you. Yes, I know, dear.
Oh, yeah, just go for it. Seriously, I'm having a dilemma of which ship I want to play with.
Okay.
But just go for it. If I manage to do it in time, great. If not, I'm not going to lose sleep over it.
But are they all as grand as, like, what was it, a Cardassian sailor?
We will?
We
won't.
No, there's things like the white zone is for loading and unloading only. Is that what you're talking about?
Yep.
Yeah.
And also the waterfalls are not a recreational area.
There's little comments that just pop up. There's lines out of other movies. Airplane, that one comes up. Somebody had a sense of humor in doing it. So Brogan says, here in Germany, unions tend to aggravate a lot in jobs that aren't even that badly paid, and people in jobs that would need it have too much of a professional consciousness to ever go on strike, like nurses. Yeah, nurses will go on strike here, but that tells you how bad things are getting.
All right, I'll do beta at the end.
Okay, there you go.
I'll be at Gamma. After this bit.
I'll just go around and shoot things then.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure I can handle all of Gamma on my own.
I can join you at Gamma, it's no problem.
You know what's fun?
Anything left?
When
Nope.
the garbage men go on strike.
Yeah, for not
Don't
apologizing
pick
for
up
that
trash. Oh.
That was fun. For all 30 seconds that they were up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they weren't making up 30 seconds.
You got to him before I could. My plan was to use the graviton displacer and snatch him away.
So Sav has quoted here from Airplane. The white zone is for the immediate loading and unloading of passengers only. There is no stopping in the red zone. The red zone is for the immediate loading and unloading of passengers only. There is no stopping in the white zone. Listen, Betty, don't start up with your white zone shit again. I have to go watch that. I have not seen that movie in a long time.
Surely you must be serious.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Soul Plane. Have you seen Soul Plane?
I have not seen Soul Plane.
They have a purple plane with spinning rims and hydraulics going down the runway, and that's just before takeoff.
I like it.
I know.
It's a whole different matter altogether.
Joshua, are you staying in Gamma?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was saying Gamma for the first phase. And then second phase, I'll go to beta.
Okay, I'll go up to alpha then.
Yep, that's where I am. Give me something to pew pew at.
But,
I shall give you assistance with your pew pew. Thank you, Saab, for that lovely quote.
Soul Plane is really one of those movies that it was meant to be fun.
It sounds like it.
No, and you're saying airplane, right?
I was talking about
Soul
airplane. Yes.
Plane.
He's talking
Soul
soul
Plane,
plane.
sorry.
I'm talking airplane.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Just need to make sure I was on the right track.
Well, Soul Plane is an airplane parody, based.
And airplane's disaster movie parody.
It is. Yeah, it's the airport movie
Okay.
parodies.
Yeah. But Soul Plane basically starts out with this guy who sues the airline company because he gets his butt stuck in the toilet seat. And then his doggy falls out of the baggage compartment and ends up in the jet engine.
No, don't say that. No, I can't watch it.
It's a fun movie. He basically gets so much money, he starts his own airline company.
Brogan, I understand. Go get your sleep. You need it. And thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. After 2 weeks from now, I will be on a lot more consistently. Yay.
It's the most purple and sparkly airline company ever.
Well, that's how I determine a quality airline, is by the color of their planes.
Oh, they were purple and sparkly.
Oh, wow. What was that, Von Marcus?
The Graviton Displacer Beam.
Wow, that... ooh.
It has got to be my favorite Universal console in the game.
Brogan, thanks for
That's
being here.
The purple
Appreciate
beam
it.
That
Yeah.
sucks. Yeah, okay.
Well, I'm watching it, but I'm kind of underneath them, and I was looking up, and they're spinning around on top of me, and it's like, wow, I haven't had that much scotch.
Yeah, it's a thing.
So the worst thing about drinking quality whiskey is I really want something sweet now.
Like some coconut rum?
No, I want a piece of chocolate cake or some ice cream, and I'm so glad all the grocery stores are closed. And it's Saturday night in an area where you don't want to go out when you're not completely sober on a Saturday night. Ooh. Cosmisantrap? Cosmisantrap. I'm going to try and say that right. Hi! Thank you so much for the follow. Wasn't there a more serious airplane movie called Airport 77 about the same time regarding a sinking plane? Yes, there was, Mr. Dave. That was the sequel to
75.
Yeah, it was the sequel to 75, which was the sequel to Airport. Which I actually like the movie Airport, but that's a whole different story.
I've seen them all.
Ooh, pancakes! Thank you! I can go down and make French toast. I have bread.
You're very cute, Nikki, but you gotta wait till the mission's over.
Yeah.
Why would you want French toast?
Because I'm hungry, because I've been drinking.
No, that much I get.
Oh, okay.
But why specifically French toast?
Well, because I'm trying to eat everything that's in the house, and currently that leaves me at a loaf of bread or some chili. I don't have a lot else. I happen to have some eggs, and I happen to have a little bit of milk. And I have a frying pan. And it's not like I'm having that adventure of trying medical marijuana legally in Illinois when I could not find my feet. I feel safe for cooking.
I'm not going there.
It was an adventure I don't care to repeat, thank you very much. It was not a good adventure, but it was funny. All right, we have only one person who should touch the satellites, apparently.
Oh, I don't think I can reach all of them.
I'll get the back ones here, because nobody cares. Nothing gets back here. I mean, this is regular Pavo. Nothing's going to get back here.
Especially with me doing beta. Because I'll be radar, flanking them, so even more damage.
Well, so Airport 77, yes, the plane had to do an emergency landing in water, and the whole premise was that it was sinking or that it sank and they had to rescue them. I can't quite remember that one. The only thing that was consistently amazing about all the airport movies is it had George Kennedy in it, who promptly went on to do the
Police Squad?
Police Squad, yes. God, I love Police Squad.
So, Mom, I sent you a little animated GIF from Soul Plane.
I will go take a look at it here.
That should convince you that the movie is really funny.
Okay,
That's good. That is good.
Ooh, a dreadnought. Dibs on the dreadnought.
Dreadnoughts.
I love that.
Ooh, give us 2 dreadnoughts. The dogs who are aching to go out are now sound asleep. That's really weird. I am going sideways. Lag is interesting. Oh, mysterious dark liquid. Well, I can either finish the whiskey or drink the water. What's your choice there, Augie?
Watch out for dark water.
So we have 2 things. We've got the mom hydration and the dark liquid. Dark liquid was, so DT would have an equivalent to the mom hydration. But that's okay. I can drink things. Always whiskey. You got it. I only have a little left. I've already boxed up the really good Japanese whiskey and the Swedish whiskey. So this is last of the Irish. And that kills that bottle. Woo! Ah. So this particular one is a single malt whiskey, but it's over a peat fire. Or brewed over a peat fire, so it's got an intense smoky flavor to it, which is lovely. But it does require you to sip it, otherwise it's like drinking actual fire itself. And it's a commercial.
Why has someone transitioned over to beta?
Yeah, I don't think we have. Nope, we're still on alpha.
Somebody mentioned they were going to go to beta, so I stuck over here.
Yep, I'm staying here. I'm all innocent-like over here.
And just saying, I'm doing gamma both angles all by myself here. Just pointing that one out.
You want me to transition over?
No, it's fine. Just being sarcastic. It's fine.
Sarcasm, another service we offer. The lag is interesting in that it appears that my ship is going sideways a fair percentage of the time.
Oh, my ship actually does that.
Mine's not supposed to.
Figured with the cannon build, you always wanted to be facing your enemy. I got pilot speeding, so I use lock trajectory. Between that and the pilot maneuvers, I can like pull a U-turn around a target if I had to, without facing away from them.
It's great if that's the intention. Of that's not my intention. I'm just doing it anyway.
Because this game is perfect and has no flaws.
Well, even if we do buy it, I will never be able to say that, but I will be able to say we're working on it.
They're trying to kill you
Yay!
again.
We chased them off. They're not going to bother us again for 20 more hours.
Oh wow, my
You mean 5 hours, 36 minutes, and 17 seconds?
No, I mean 5 hours, 13 minutes, and 9 seconds.
Is that how long you got to
That's what I've
until
got
you do
yet
it?
tomorrow morning. And I'm not going to do it tomorrow morning. It's not that critical. On any SS build, any exchange trait advice besides emergency weapon cycle, supercharged weapons, vanguard specialist, and calm before the storm.
Ruins of our enemies.
Pardon?
Off one of the ruins of our enemies.
Oh,
Off one of the
that's
D7s.
That's a good one. Anytime, Mr. Dave.
I know one of your stream mates in this Discord's talked about it.
Sounds like something that comes up.
Yeah.
All right, folks, I'm going to get the heck out of here because the old doggos are going to want to go out before they go to bed, and I really don't want them peeing on my carpets. Thank you very much. So thank you all for being here. This was an amazing stream for Saturday night. Tends to be very quiet, and it was delightful to have you all join us. Thank you, Augie, for bringing everyone over here. I'm quite serious about attempting to buy Cryptic. Completely serious about it. I don't know that it can be done, but I'm willing to donate my time and effort to see if we can't get it started at least. If anybody knows an angel who's interested in investing a couple $100 million or gets a winning lottery ticket, well, let me know. But for now, thank you all so much. Let's go raid somebody else, though. Who's on tonight? Who is out there, if anybody?
Priority 1. Medic.
Oh, well, we raided Medic last night, so...
Oh, I need to leave the DFA. Sitting here in orbit of Pavo.
Talk to you guys later.
Take care, everybody. Let's.
Have a good night.
You too. Let's go raid Medic again. I realize we raided him the other night, but we'll raid him again. And I will be on tomorrow at some point doing something a little different.
You doing something different? Wait, what?
Yeah, I know. Well, gotta try and do some other stuff, but I'm not quite sure if that'll still be a regular thing or it's just a tomorrow morning thing. But anyway, we'll talk to y'all later. Have a great day. If I don't talk to you tomorrow, then we'll talk to you Monday at 7. Yes, 6 o'clock. The dogs are going, yes, Mom, let's go. All right, we are out of here. Go have a wonderful evening, everybody.